We'll start with the Dodgers. Obviously, they're going to have the highest projection at 95-67 after
Yep.
going 93-69 last season. I'm not going to talk a ton about this team. I think it's pretty straightforward. They signed Kyle Tucker. They signed Edwin Diaz to be their closer. They brought back Miguel Rojas. Their rotation is great. It's headlined by Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani also headlines the lineup, along with guys like the newly signed Kyle Tucker, Braves legend Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy. It's just a super deep lineup. Will Smith is great. Teoscar Hernandez is an above-average hitter. Andy Pages is an above-average hitter.
Miguel Rojas is also above average, I feel like. Or am I just making that up?
Maybe around average.
Yeah.
He's like the heart and soul guy, What more do you want? My swing factor for this team is pitching health. It has been a bit of an issue in recent years,
huge
but
issue.
also they're so deep that they can really, stomach a couple pitching losses and still be just fine.
Yeah.
Interesting. They have Roki listed as a starter. He's been horrible. Interesting. Yeah. Let me see how that works out. There's a reason this team is the highest projected win total. I would hope so with the amount of money that's been poured in this team.
Yep.
My take is they're bad for baseball. People would disagree. They would say all the other 29 teams are bad for baseball. We'll see. Anything you want to add about the Dodgers, either of y'all?
They've got a lot of minor league prospects as well. What?
It's a scam.
What is?
They get like this prospect boost because of the Dodgers.
Okay.
Like a lot of the times, their prospects actually don't really pan out, and I'm convinced that.
And then they just go and buy another player
because the Dodgers are considered like the smartest organization. So obviously, the smartest organization
has the best.
Surely
prospects.
their best prospects are actually going to be the best.
Yeah.
And then since they have these high billing, then they can ship them off to get good players.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, 3 outfielders, all really good. Eduardo Quintero, number 30. Zahir Hope, number 27, and Josu DePaula, number 15.
Sorry, guys, there's no room for you on the roster.
There really is not.
Good luck ever playing.
Yeah. So let's move on. I don't want to talk about the Dodgers anymore.
Next is the Diamondbacks, who went 80-82 last season.
Really?
And their 2026 projection is 81-81, according to Steamer. Do you have them down at 4?
They're at the 4th.
Yeah.
Vegas has them as the 4th.
So the Giants are also projected to go 81-81, and the Padres are projected to go 80-82.
Okay,
so it's like
yeah.
They're all right there.
Padres are plus 950, Giants are plus 1700, and Diamondbacks are plus 2200.
Gotcha.
I can't wait to hear the Rockies' expected record.
So in the offseason, the Diamondbacks traded for Nolan Arenado, brought back Merrill Kelly, and then signed Mike Soroka for pitching depth, and they also brought back Zach Gallen, and they signed former Padre Luis Arias for the lineup.
Yep.
The rotation is headlined by Merrill Kelly, and I guess Zach Gallen, though they're really hoping for a bounce back from Zach Gallen. He kind of got a bit of a prove-it deal, I would argue. Did Merrill Kelly not re-sign? I feel like I just didn't see him on the roster pulled up.
I'm trying to get it pulled up, but it's not working.
I like Mike Soroka a lot. He's a former Brave. He's had really rotten injury luck, so I'm hoping he can turn it around. But can you scroll down to the...
to the rotation. There you go.
Yeah, Merrill Kelly is just...
will be ready to join the starting 5 sometime after Arizona.
That's why. So he will be back. Okay, cool,
Yep.
cool. Corbin Burns hopefully comes back. Yeah, from Tommy Johns. I got to trust myself more, is honestly what that comes down to.
Yep.
Trust my notes. I think it's a fine rotation. Nothing special. But, like, there's good depth. There's good intrigue. If a couple of things break the right way, like Zach Gallen, returning a little bit to form. Maybe Mike Soroka stays healthy. Hopefully the guys coming back from injury pitch well. You have a solid rotation. And then the lineup, headlined by guys like Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte. It's a good group. Geraldo Perdomo, Gabriel Moreno, other good hitters. Nolan Arenado is getting a little older.
Yeah.
But like he's still pretty good. I like Pavin Smith at the DH spot a good bit. It's pretty deep. They have a couple big names, some good speed in that lineup. I think it's a pretty good team. I see why they're around 500. It sucks they're in the Dodgers division and they're kind of in this race for second, but it should be I mean, what a race for second it's shaping up to be.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I feel like this division has the past couple years had a pretty good race for second, often involving the Padres, and I believe the Diamondbacks have been pretty active in that as well.
Yeah, the Giants as well. I mean, these three teams that are yet again in this race have been in the race.
Yeah. They lost outfielder Jake McCarthy, which I only say because his middle name might be Jones, which would mean his name is J.J. McCarthy.
Shout out 9.
Yep, only reason I mentioned that. Their top prospect is ranked number 59, Ryan Waldschmidt, an outfielder. But, yeah, I think that this is just a race for second. So,
I mean, if you win second in this division, you're
Correct.
almost definitely going to the playoffs.
Right.
So,
I'm not trying to, like, belittle it. I'm just like,
no, I mean,
I
you're
don't
not
know.
wrong.
I don't really have a whole lot else
I called
to
it the
say.
exact same thing. So.
Yeah. Don't have a whole lot else to say about this team.
Cool. Well, let's move on to the Giants then, who went 81-81 last year.
Wait, you said the Diamondbacks brought in a rise? I have the Giants having brought in a rise.
Yes, you are right. The Giants are the team that brought in a rise. I have it written down
Yep.
for the wrong team. So
Apologies
good catch.
that I just corrected that, but
No, I'm glad. Better late than never.
I can hear the hate comments now.
Yeah, it's
pouring
too
in,
late.
Pouring in. We just lost 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, I wish we had 1 million to lose in the first place. The Giants went 81-81 last season,
Mhm.
and are projected to go 81-81 this season. They brought in Luis Arias. They brought in Harrison Bader. They brought in Adrian Hauser to give some rotation depth.
Hauser. That's a fire name. Hauser.
I know most for projectile vomiting on the mound during a start.
That's tough.
So the rotation is headlined by Logan Webb, who was not good last night, but is a very good pitcher, a true ace. Behind him, it's a little suspect. Maybe Robbie Ray can kind of recapture some of his old magic, but I think in a large part it's a lot of solid inning eaters. But like no one else of that group really scares me that much. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they have a very good number 2, but it is fairly deep. Maybe Robbie Ray does return to form. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think his best days are behind him. Lineup wise, headlined Matt Chapman is there. Rafael Devers post trade last season is still there. Willie Adames is another good hitter, but also has pretty good depth with guys like Harrison Bader, Young Ho Lee. Heliot Ramos. I don't know why I said Ramos. Patrick Bailey. I think it's a very good lineup. I think it's a very deep lineup. I think it's balanced. Hopefully Rafael Devers, I feel like he was slightly disappointing last season for the Giants. Hopefully he goes back to being like a legit elite bat. That'd be huge for them.
Did Arise play for the Braves?
No.
Okay. Why is it you don't like him?
He just he's not a good defender for one thing.
Okay. Which is the thing I was actually going to ask you about, which is why I asked if he played for the Braves. He played first base for the Padres last year and DH'd as well. So seeing him at second surprised me.
I think he initially started as a second baseman, and that maybe he can play. But I don't think he's a very good fielder. He intentionally swings slow to not strike out for the sacrifice of power, which is just stupid.
If he gets on base a lot, it works.
Then how come his WAR is always sitting right around 1? It's not as valuable. I'd rather him swing harder, make less contact, hit some home runs, hit some doubles. I mean, he hit multiple home runs in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
And it's you're telling me you're just...
Because he cared.
I guess, yeah, he just doesn't like the Padres.
I guess not. I liked him. I liked when he was on the Padres. I personally liked the get on base a lot approach. I mean, maybe analytically it's not as effective and doesn't provide you as many wins above replacement, but I like it when you're on base and then my power hitters like Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado come up to bat. I like that.
I mean, ideally you just put enough power hitters on the team and we're just going to run into a bunch of home runs.
True.
This is the Braves did in 2020.
Infinite money glitch.
I do get what you're saying. Yeah. Ideally, my contact hitters are fast and also play good defense. Not
which maybe he will this year. If
Maybe.
they're putting him at second,
maybe. Well, time will tell.
they don't expect him to be bad at second base. I would hate to have a team make the decision of this guy's going to be bad, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean he is an. I don't like him. I don't think he, is the most valuable player, but he is definitely still an MLB player. Has a spot in his starting lineup. I'm not saying that, but there's a reason the year he hit 400, 420.
Yeah.
He didn't get a ton of money after.
Yeah.
Because it's not what teams want right now.
And his OPS is probably what
I don't know. I do wonder how much he walks. I surely he walks a good bit. I
Yeah.
would hope. But yeah, rotation, Logan Webb, potentially Robbie Ray, depending on how you feel about him. It's all right, but the lineup is definitely where this team I think will shine. Anything else on them? If not, we'll get to your Padres.
Best prospect is number 25, a first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Who
Cool.
that's a college name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I know that from. Cause
This is my favorite. This has been my favorite part of the preview as a college guy is like hearing these names and thinking about not knowing exactly where they're from, but being like, oh, I know that guy. That's a name that I know. Let's see. He made his MLB debut last year. Played for, come on. Alabama.
Oh.
Wait, committed to play.
Did he
Excuse
get
me.
drafted out of high
He
school?
got drafted out of
I
high
just know
school.
the name from some prospect list or something.
Yeah. That name feels so much more familiar.
I mean, there's a Bryce Elder on the Braves who's a pitcher.
Man, that
And
name
it's
feels
bad.
so much more familiar. I
And
don't
there's
know.
a Longhorn. So that's like a...
That's tough for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we kind of get to like I would argue like the dregs of this division, starting at 4. I'm just kidding.
Definitely bottom half.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
crazy.
No, it's the Padres who won 90 games last year, but are projected to go 80 and 82 this season. They brought back Michael King in the offseason and got Castellanos on a minimum deal. Not a ton of big moves. I mean, they let Arias go.
Yep.
Y'all's payroll gotta be pretty high already, and like you don't have tons of prospects anymore.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine it's just kind of some housekeeping stuff mainly off season. I do like the rotation though. Michael King, Nick Pivetta, Joe Musgrove is hurt right now, but I do like him. Yu Darvish is hurt right now.
Yep.
Born on the same day as me, by the way.
Yu Darvish?
Not the same like day, but the
Same
same
day of the year.
Yes, same day of the year. So when everyone's healthy, I think it's a pretty good rotation. Right now, they're
Yeah.
going to need to tread water till some guys get back. Hopefully they can do that. Maybe, Walker Buehler as a signing can prove to be a quality inning eater. That would help. But I think as solid to good as the rotation is, the lineup is the fun part of this team and the good part of this team.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like Tatis, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, Jackson Merrill had a great season last year.
Yep.
Ramon Laureano
Which I
had
believe
his best.
was that technically his rookie season or was the year before his rookie season?
I don't know.
It all kind of runs together.
He's younger though.
He is younger.
Gavin Sheets, Ramon Laureano had a breakout offensive year last season.
Yeah.
After and also still plays great defense.
Cronenworth has been so fun. He's moved over from first base to second base. It's also just great because whenever he hits a home run, they call it the Crone Zone.
Yeah.
So home runs are just elite because he's got a fire name for it.
100. Yeah.
I love the Crone Zone I love the announcers for that. But anyway, I'm sad. We lost, I would say 4 guys. I'm kind of sad we lost. Dylan Cease, sad to
it's
lose
a tough
him.
loss from the rotation. For
Robert
sure.
Suarez, another loss for the rotation.
Thanks, the Braves. Welcome him to the team.
Please don't let him get hurt. Give him at least
Isn't
2
he a
months.
reliever?
Is he?
Yeah.
I think so. Give him at least 2 months before you hurt him.
Our relievers typically have better luck.
That's good. I was sad to lose Luis Ariz, our first baseman, who I liked the way he played, but also we had Gavin Sheets on the team, and he's played well. And then Ryan O'Hearn was our DH, and I thought he played well. He was more of, I think, a late-season breakout, and he's also older, I believe. So I think that was kind of a fun story there.
Who? Sorry.
Ryan O'Hearn, I believe he was older. Am I making that up?
I think so, yeah.
We had somebody older on the roster who had not like a breakout season, but had a couple big hits down the back end of the season.
It probably was him because he came from the Orioles and he's been around. I think he spent time with the Rockies before. He's 32, so you're 100%
yes,
right.
That is definitely who it was then. But I do like the rest of this lineup. I do still feel like sometimes it just doesn't live up to the money, because the money that we have in Tatis, Bogarts, Machado, and Merrill is crazy. I mean, that's where the majority of our money is.
Yeah.
We just gave Merrill I think a 10-year contract or something.
Sure. I do think some of those guys are streaky hitters, and so that really
Yeah.
accentuates the problem of when they're cold, you really
Yep.
feel it.
Exactly.
But then when Tatis is on one of his heaters, you
Mhm.
also really feel that.
And
it's
you're
just-
also going to get a Tatis slide where he goes in.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun team. That's the reason I'm a Padres fan. I'll actually tell that quick story while we're talking about the Padres. The reason I'm a Padres fan, living in the great state of Mississippi, a mere several thousand miles away from San Diego, California. Several years ago, when I was an intern for an engineering company, which I did not finish my college degree in engineering, I switched majors. But while I was doing that, I did a lot of valuable work and sat at my desk and had nothing to do, so I would just watch baseball highlights. And that was the summer of 22, which was right before Tatis's wrist injury and drug scandal.
Yes.
So he was young, he was fun, like
He was innocent.
and the YouTube algorithm just kept pushing me like the craziest plays of 2021. I guess it would have been the 2021 season. It was like Tatis and the shortstop where he like double jumps and like catches a line drive that you shouldn't be able to catch. That goes right over his head, and he like jumps and then still extends like an extra like 18 inches and gets it. And so I was like, this guy is awesome. I'm going to be a Padres fan. And then that postseason, I believe we played the Braves. And our boy Chomps was like, I made a bet with him. I was like, if we beat, I think we played whoever we played in the wild card. I said, if we win this game, I'll buy a Tatis jersey. We won the wild card series, I believe. And so I bought a Tatis jersey. And now I'm a Padres fan. And it's fun. It's frustrating because we're in a division with the Dodgers, so it sucks. But man, sometimes when we beat the Dodgers, like that's the thing is, I will say there, it has its ups and
The
downs.
wins feel more satisfying.
When you are in a division with the Dodgers, beating them, literally, I could feel like I could run through a brick wall whenever we beat them.
Sure.
But anyway,
Still crazy you live in Braves country and didn't just choose the Braves. Like that's a layup.
They were too good.
Yeah, but you're in Braves country.
They were.
No one's gonna fault you.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't have any, and also like I didn't. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. Braves just weren't for me.
I guess not.
What can I say?
Enjoy
I'm
a division with the Dodgers.
Yeah. So
Now we can actually get to the dregs of this division, unless you want to say other things about your Padres.
I'm excited. I might pick them to win the division. Unlikely.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just feel like they don't have the consistency the Dodgers do. So while I could very much see them going on a run in the postseason, I don't know if they've got the 162 game wire-to-wire performance in them to beat the Dodgers, because the Dodgers are just going to go, they're going to win 100 games. And that's going to be hard for the...
No, they didn't win 100 games last year.
Yeah, but they got better.
Yeah, true.
So
Baseball can be weird. They're going to coach to the regular season probably.
Yeah, they are.
But
And
they're going to win the division.
I feel like
definitely.
I'd rather the Padres just finish second in the division and then get hot in the playoffs, because I feel like if we win the division, we are not going to have anything left in the tank for playoffs.
Fair. Now we get to the actual dregs of the division. The Rockies, who went 43 and 119 last season.
Hold up, let me guess. I was going to say their projected win total is under 50. Is it?
No.
Okay. I'm hammering the under then.
More conservative projection goes both ways.
Right.
They're projected 64-98. Their off-season moves, the biggest ones I could find, they signed Jose Quintana and Michael Lorenzen, basically to just throw innings. For the rotation, Kyle Freeland's still around, not very good anymore, and I have, this rotation is horrid written below his name.
That's tough.
Because it's pretty bad. And then even worse, looking at Steamer projections, for the lineup, they have one player that projects to be an above-average hitter, and Hunter Goodman. His projected WRC plus is 103. So he's like only 3% above average.
That's tough.
According to that. By projections. But yeah, it's like you don't even have like, which I'm kind of glad because it'd really suck for like a star to be mired here. But you don't even have like a reason to turn on the games if you're a
No.
Rockies fan. This is bad. This is really bad. I also would take the under. And they want to be bad. And it's going to be really, it's just, it's yikes.
Yeah. Well,
Do
yeah,
they
I
have
don't
any top prospects?
they've got one, Ethan Holiday.
Yeah.
So the younger brother of Jackson Holiday, who we talked about earlier with the
Sure.
Orioles. Ranked number 24, he's a shortstop. Is Jackson an outfielder?
I think so, yes.
So I thought. Okay. I think Ethan was he also taken first overall 2 years ago?
I think a couple years ago, yes.
Okay. Well, that is the Rockies' best prospect, and they did not have any other prospects of note that I have in my notes.
Cool.
But we just talked about, Jake McCarthy, whose middle name might be Josh, which would mean his name is JJ McCarthy. This is where he ended up, so he stayed in the division. But yeah, not a lot of else to say about the Rockies. They are plus 30,000 to win the division. The next worst odds in the MLB are the Nationals at plus 8,000.
It's really bad. This is a horrible team.
Yeah, and I will say that is made worse by the fact they play in a division with the Dodgers. So I
And
don't
other
know.
good teams as well.
Yeah, so
They're
like I
easily
don't
the worst
know
team.
if you put the Nationals in this division, they might also have comparable odds.
Yeah,
But
true.
it's a bad look for the Rockies, and they're tanking this year, and I don't know who they're tanking
Probably
for.
next couple years.
Yeah.
They just need better players.
But it doesn't matter because MLB's getting canceled after this year anyway. So
True.
they might as
Good
well
point.
just go all in this year.
Um,
You think if they offer the Rockies, the Dodgers like $1 trillion, would they sell their whole team to them?
no.
That's tough. That's
A
kind of.
trillion,
I feel like
yeah.
that's
a
their.
trillion. Yeah.
I feel like that's their only hope is just go buy the Dodgers roster. It'd probably still be bad.
Yeah, the amount of tax you'd have to pay. They probably have to like declare bankruptcy. I'm picking the Dodgers to win this division.
Yeah. I'm also gonna go Dodgers. I would like to pick my Padres, but like I said, I just don't think we have the consistency to go wire to wire with the Dodgers. Now, when we get to postseason, that's an entirely different conversation because a 5-game series, 7-game series, 3-game series, I absolutely think we can hang with anybody. But I just don't know if we've got 162 games in us to win it. So I'll go Dodgers.
I'm gonna take the Dodgers as well.
Good job, team. I think we all made a smart decision there.
I agree.